Would I be the a-hole if I don't tell my wife that her best friend tried to kiss me? I have been married to my wife for 2 years. She and her best friend has been friends for more than 15 years. Way before I met my wife or her, and TBH, I never saw or noticed ever that my wife's friend has something for me. Her friend and I have been alone quite often, and not once did she try to make a move. It has always been platonic. Her friend, I will call her L, for obvious reasons. Elle and I have been close. Not that close, but close enough to consider each other as friends, and I didn't have a problem with it. Neither did my wife. Elle visits us almost every week or twice a month, give or take. My wife doesn't drink, but I do, and Elle does. So whenever she visits us, we both drink and spend time together. Sometimes she brings her boyfriend, sometimes she comes alone. But 2 days ago, Elle showed up at our home drunk. She was so drunk she couldn't even walk properly. I still am surprised how she drove herself to our place. I asked her to come inside and she was crying so damn much I thought something bad happened to her. I tried to comfort her, but she just hugged me and kept saying that she wished she could find a man like me, and all of her boyfriends dumped her, and kept talking gibberish. I just stood still and let her vent. But suddenly she started kissing me and I was shocked for a moment, but I shook her off of me and asked her what that was about. She said she was sorry and I asked her to stay away. She kept crying and apologizing, but I asked her to stay away. After a lot of talking and her venting, I knew I can't let her drive, so I dropped her off, and when my wife got back she asked me, why's Elle's car here? I told her everything except kissing part. Since then, Elle has been texting me a lot and giving me a lot of explanation and begging me to not to tell my wife, and she will not repeat the same mistake, and she genuinely thinks it was a mistake, or so I think. She keeps saying that if I do tell my wife she will lose her best friend. I haven't replied to her yet, and I didn't tell my wife either. But I am kinda scared right now. On one hand, I don't want my wife to lose her best if she really has made a genuine drunken mistake, because she was really drunk, but on the other hand, I shouldn't be hiding stuff from my wife, and if it ever comes out, my wife will probably stop trusting me. I am kinda stuck here. I know she will be hurt, but should I hurt her? It's no affair or sleeping if she was under the influence, and if we can bury it all up and move, and in me and Elle stay away from each other going forward. Update. I decided to tell my wife everything. I thought about it a lot and decided that I should tell her everything instead of hiding it. So after a lot of thinking and finding a way to get past all this, I decided to tell my wife. When I told my wife everything, she was mad, angry like never before. She asked me why did I hide it from her, why I didn't tell her. I said I was scared. I hoped that I could hide it all, and I didn't want you to lose your lifelong friend over a mistake. But then I realized that if I continue to hide the truth from you, I might end up losing you, and I don't want to lose you. My wife asked me if I ever cheated on her. I said I never cheated and never will. She started crying and said, how can I betray her when she trusted me so much? I hugged her and said I never betrayed her and will never betray her. I am coming clean cause I don't want to lose you. I was as shocked as you are right now when she kissed me. My wife, after she stopped crying, said that I am not allowed to talk to any of her friends and I am to stay away from other women except our family members. My wife also asked me to block Elle. When I asked her what she will do, she said it's between her and Elle, and I don't have to worry about it. She demanded open phone policy and complete transparency from me. I agreed. She said if I ever try to hide anything from her, no matter what it is, she will leave me. I agreed because I don't ever want to hide anything from her. I don't know what happened and what both of them talked about, and my wife wouldn't tell me either. All she says is none of my business. She's still super mad at me, and I try my best to make her happy and ended up doing embarrassing private stuff for her, which I never was, and still uncomfortable to do so, but at least my wife is happy. I do not know what else I could have done, but I tried my best and gave it all. I came clean, told her everything, did everything she asked from me, and tried my best to please her. She's still angry, but at least she is with me and isn't leaving me unless I make another stupid mistake.